I know it's been a while since I last recorded, so I decided today to just come and kind of like create like a quick look basically, and like chit chat sort of like video. I don't think I've ever done. Let's just get started with this look as we vent basically. And I'm gonna try my best to show you guys the products that I'm using, but if I forget, just make sure that you check it out in the description down below. It's just a look for me to go out and run some errands, and that will be it. I've already done my brows to the best of my mood. I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite concealer from Kryolan, and I'm basically just gonna go in with that lighter medium light shade right there. So how have you guys been? How have you guys been coping? What's been happening with me? It's been a bit, I don't know what the word for it is. I don't know how to describe how I've been feeling lately, but basically in a nutshell, I've been a bit discouraged and not motivated at all. And that mostly has to do with the fact that you know how much effort we put into creating these videos, and being a small-time YouTuber, it gets discouraging. Although I know like consistency is key, but the fact that I feel like YouTube prioritizes big YouTubers compared to us small grinders, it's discouraging, because you would assume that these small YouTubers would be at least be pushed because they're just like kind of like starting out, and you would expect us to be a little bit, you know, promoted or pushed out, as opposed to those big YouTubers who have made it basically. It's very discouraging, because you put a lot of effort into it, and at the end of the day you don't get as much support as you expect or hope. And to think that by now I would have gotten used to it, because like this is not my first time doing YouTube. It's been a while. Apart from this channel, I mean, this channel I just started it like sometime last year, but prior to that I had started a YouTube channel in like 2015 or 2016, somewhere there. Again, I got discouraged and I decided to just delete the entire channel because I saw it going nowhere. And by that time, like YouTube wasn't mega. It wasn't a thing here in South Africa. It wasn't a thing back then, or I think there wasn't a lot of YouTubers from this side. They were mainly from other European countries, and I kind of gave up. Felt like I gave up too soon, but yeah, this time I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep on pushing and see where it goes. But mainly, I'm not gonna be doing YouTube for anything else apart from just to create memories, and yeah, just to have them as my memories, like sort of like my diary now. I've decided to look at it that way and not expect much from it, because I highly doubt it's gonna go anywhere. As opposed to stuff like TikTok. I mean, TikTok just started out a couple of years ago, and it just went big during lockdowns, and they are doing really well. They push all the small creators. They don't just focus on the big creators. They just push you. And I feel like that's what YouTube should have been doing by now. I don't know what's up with them. Like with TikTok, just go out and create your video. Doesn't have to be long, so that means not a lot of editing time. And plus, once you post it, you never know, you can go viral any moment depending with your content. But yes, but yet again, you never know in the in the near future where it might be. What if they decide that they're too big of a who, they want only big creators? You never know. But in the meantime, just jump on the bandwagon while it's still going, you know? Don't let the ship sail while you're still there saying, what if? What if? So yeah, that's what I've decided to look at YouTube for today, just as my diary, just to basically document my looks and not expect much from it. And probably a few years from now, I'm gonna look back and, you know, smile or laugh at my looks, basically. I mean, that's what it's all about. And I'm going in with the Beauty Glazed textured eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow shade here called Hematite, as well as this one called Bronze, which is like a matte eyeshadow shades, and some of that black eyeshadow called Black, of course, on the palette. So those are the only two colors I'm gonna try and use, and if I end up changing my mind, I'll just let you know which shade I used. So because sometimes I just like bring it up and figure it out on the go. Just gonna apply it above my crease area. That's where I'm actually trying to target. But if it ends up all over the place, well, that's no worries, because we can always clean it up, because this is actually a cut crease look anyway. So that's what's up. And yeah, apart from the fact that a couple of weeks ago, like, our COVID spiked up quite crazy, and I think mainly it's because it's winter time here, so I feel like COVID tends to rise during the colder season as opposed to the summertime. Hence, I cannot wait for summer, and which just happens to be around the corner, thank God. And then the fact that we had a little bit of political craziness where people are looting. I don't like politics. I'm not a politician, but things are a bit crazy. Things are things are crazy in this country. I never thought that I would witness such a thing. So I mean, it's been one crazy couple of weeks. But we all here, we all trying to be strong, or I'm trying to be strong, let me speak for myself, and trying to figure out ways of coping with the craziness of this world. I mean, yeah, it's been crazy, it's been challenging, and who can say that it hasn't been at all? Who can say that? Why are you neglecting like your small creators? What happened? Like, why you guys do that? Because we also have potential. We got potential. I've seen a lot of small YouTubers that are so creative, and I'm like, oh my gosh, huh? Although they are hardly suggested on the searching section. Like when you search something on YouTube, you hardly see a small YouTuber suggested ever. And I know some of them have been around for a while. I know that for sure. Because I remember back in the day, some YouTubers that I had started out with, I gave up too soon. Now they've got like 3 point something million subscribers, and they are still going on. I'm not saying that YouTube should just ditch them, but I feel like, hey, at least they're in a good space they can manage on their own. Give us a boost us a bit, you know. Don't lose hope on us. I mean, but as I said, I'm here to stay. I'm gonna stick around as much as I can, but just for me. But I'm not trying to sound ungrateful or anything. I do appreciate all those small couple of people that still watch my videos. I am highly grateful, and let's see where we go from here. And thank you for blessing me with your views, and may God bless you back. In with that black eyeshadow, and I'm basically going to try and darken out this a bit dark. And looking back, like, also I've been kind of like sitting and not really sitting, I've kind of like been reflecting on everything that has happened in life or is happening in life, you know. I mean, counting my blessings as well, because there's so much negativity going on in the world today. It's so important to kind of like just be grateful for everything you've got, because you never know, today you're here and then like a few minutes from now or a few days from now you're no longer here. So taking this time to kind of like just say thank you, God, that I'm still here with people that care for me and people that love me. Like at that particular time you think that your problems are like so huge and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember that somebody else got it worse. Somebody else got it worse. So you just find it in your heart to try and like just appreciate, move on. Challenges are there to make us stronger, and they're never gonna last forever, but the word of God will always be there. Your problems will never last forever. So challenges are only there to make us stronger. If you don't have any challenges in life, you never know how strong you can be, and you never know how to overcome them. Next time they come around, you're gonna be equipped to know how to handle them. Right? When COVID hit last year, girl, you could not convince me otherwise. I was convinced that it's just a matter of time that the rapture is gonna take place. I was waiting. I was like, these are the end times. You could not have told me any other way. I was convinced Jesus is coming for sure. I know he's still coming, but then I was like, Lord, it's just a matter of time. Okay. Even though the word of God still says that don't nobody know the hour, the time it's gonna take place. Not even Jesus himself, only God. So, girl, I'm sure I wasn't the only one. Don't you be looking at me like that. I know I wasn't the only one who was thinking like that. Come on now. You tell me what you thought when COVID hit and you just saw all over the world. The world came to a standstill once. I don't remember any other thing or event that took place that I have witnessed or I've been around for where the world just came to a standstill. Do you? What did you think when that happened? What were your thoughts? Were you like preparing to like hide underground or like have yourself like, you know, those bunkers or bankers, whatever they call them? What did you think when that happened? I know I'm crazy, but not that crazy. Not to that point where I gotta dig myself a banker, create one, stuff like that. However, I didn't think Jesus was coming. So basically, I'm just going back in with a clean brush, and I'm basically just trying to blend out those edges a little bit more so they don't look so harsh. And yeah, and again, I'm just gonna go in with some concealer and cut the shape of the look that I want. So apart from that, guys, I've been thinking of doing something called a career change. Yep, I'll probably update you guys on what's been going on in terms of that, but I'm really looking back and I'm thinking of doing like a career change. I've been a makeup artist for a while now, but at this point, I don't know, guys. I'm just honestly relying on God to guide me. Because I think sometimes it gets to a point where you're like, what am I doing with my life? Yes, I love what I do. I love the people that I meet. It's so fulfilling for me. I love it. But the problem is, I just sit back and I just wonder, is this what I'm meant to do? Really? So I'm just kind of like just waiting on God to like help me see things the the way that He has planned for me, or the way He intends for me. Like, guys, one thing is, as human beings, we have plans. It's good to have plans. Otherwise, you're not living if you don't have any plans or any dreams or any ambitions whatsoever. But it's so important to always include God in every plan or in all your dreams. Because remember, like, your plans are not God's plans. Just always seek to find out what plans God has for you, rather than what plans you have for yourself. Because eventually He's going to give you peace if it is what He wants you to do. But if you just go ahead and ignore Him, and you just go ahead and make your plans, yeah, you'll be surprised, eh? You'll be surprised when those plans don't materialize. You'll be shocked. Hey. And I remember, like, just this morning, I was thinking about a couple of people that I've come across, and people who have also been in my life, and yeah, people who you would also, stories that I've heard of people who you never thought, or people would never have thought that would amount to anything, or but God changes all that. God writes our story. God writes our life. Okay? Don't ever look down on anybody. Don't ever underestimate anybody. Don't look at somebody and be like, just because this person is living on the street, like, don't treat them like ish, if you know what I mean. Because tomorrow that person could be sitting on a pedestal that you never imagined. That person that you mistreated at work could be your boss in the near future. Or that person that was knocking at your door for food, tomorrow they could be a millionaire. Or that person who you always thought, oh, they have so and so many babies, never been married, and different baby daddies. You never know. Tomorrow, you could be invited on their wedding. So just never ever look down on anybody. Never. Never ever ever. Because only God can write your life. Only God can write your story. And only God can rewrite your mistakes. Don't do somebody wrong if they've wronged you. Let God avenge for you. So, okay. Also, I've been keeping myself busy because, like, busy in terms of watching movies, TV series, stuff like that. That's what I like to do, especially when I'm stressed out. I like sitting down and watching a movie just to help me de-stress. I know some people like going for a run, some people like listening to music, stuff like that. As for me, I like watching nice movie, but it's gotta be a horror movie. A horror movie always helps me relax, because I kind of feel like maybe it's the adrenaline, because it just I just sit at the edge of the chair and I'm like, what happens next? Because I'm so sucked into it. I just like how it feels. And I know I'm a Christian, and as my mama used to tell me, don't be watching no horror movies, stuff like that. But I feel like it's the only thing that helps me uh, relax, uh, to stop stressing. I get lost in it, you know. Like if you put for me any romantic drama, comedy type of stuff, unless of course it's from Tyler Perry. All comedies from Tyler Perry is a must watch. But any other, I'm so not interested, don't care for it. I'll probably fall asleep in the middle of it all. But yeah, so I like watching stuff like Jigsaw or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or also Christian movies. I do love watching Christian movies. I haven't seen any latest good Christian movies. I haven't come across any at all. That's kind of sad though. Like, what happened? They don't make any Christian movies anymore, or what? I also like watching Holocaust movies, mainly because they are based on real life. So, those I love watching too, as well as reality TV series like I used to like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but after a few um, seasons, I kind of got bored with it. I know they just finished airing the, what is it called? The final season. And I just kind of watched a couple of episodes and then I didn't anymore. I was no longer interested. Hmm, struggling. But lately, I've kind of like been watching The Real Housewives of Potomac. I think that's how you say it. Potomac? Yeah, The Real Housewives of Potomac. And I've been watching them since they first aired their first season. I'm loving it all the way. The drama is always so funny at times, but I feel like sometimes they like force it. Especially Giselle. Giselle is all about drama. Giselle is all about drama. Oh my goodness. Even unnecessary drama, but I still like her. Just finished watching the Married to Medicine reunion, and that has been crazy, especially with what to be quite honest, I actually don't understand why this chick, I don't understand why Quad is still there. She's no longer Married to Medicine. Why is she there? Can somebody tell us why? Because this time around, I think ever since her divorce, she's been like in your face type of girl. I don't know whether she's dealing with some sort of anger from whatever she's been going through, but she is a bit too much. She's too much for me. Other persons that I hate to love, love to hate. The person that I love to hate watching there is Dr. Heavenly. Um, she's like my alter ego. Basically, she's just that one person that says quite a lot of stuff, and you just like, huh? She says the stuff that nobody else would say, but it's there. That's why I like her. She's so bold. She is everything I wish I could be in terms of boldness. She is so daring. She just does not care about who she hurts, but sometimes she just gets a bit way carried away. Because she doesn't care who she hurts. She's just gonna say it. She's just gonna say it, and you just have to live with it. And yeah, I kind of like her. I wish, I wish I had that much guts to say something in front of somebody. I wish I could. But that's her. That's not me. I ain't about to do that. I'm the type of girl like you're gonna figure it out when it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, let's keep it moving. But our girl, our friend, the military chick, what's her name again? The military chick. Yeah, Dr. Scott's wife, Contessa. Contessa. I mean, she's been going through a lot of craziness in her marriage, but I just hope that they're gonna fix it up. I just hope that they're gonna get it together and Dr. Scott is gonna stop being an egotistical maniac because that's what he is right now, or that's what the show is projecting him to be. Basically, it's like he doesn't have any, he doesn't care, he doesn't have any remorse for hurting his wife whatsoever, and that's kind of like sad because I quite admired them as a couple, but you know, men sometimes like their ego kind of like tends to take over and they don't realize it until it's too late. Let me not generalize, but I'm just saying some people do. But let's just hope they're gonna fix it and they're gonna get it right and get their marriage back on track. I know 3 of the ladies there now, their marriage was falling downhill, was going downhill, but they managed to fix it up. That would be the 2 best friends on there, the 2 OBGYNs on there, and they got it on track. So let's just hope that our darling, the Scots, will get it together and they're gonna fix it. Because nobody wants to see a marriage fall apart. The enemy rejoices when he sees marriages and homes broken. He rejoices because he does not like any union of God of some kind or any reproduction, recreating of any sort. He does not like that. Anything that has to do with God, he opposes. So watching marriages and families being torn apart, he indulges in that. So I just hope that they gonna fix it and they gonna turn to God and rely on him to save their marriage and also put some work into it and see where that leads to. Right? But only they 2 can figure it out. Us, we're just watching on the sidelines. We don't know much apart from what is being showed to us on the TV. And so whenever I need a little bit of drama in my life, those are the shows that I like watching, basically. And also the other reality show that I like watching is Love and Marriage Huntsville. And guys, if you know of any horror or Holocaust movies you'd like me to watch, I am more than grateful. If you can help a girl out, please suggest them in the comment down below. I'm looking forward to watching something because I feel like lately they're not releasing anything that I can enjoy watching. It's like, what happened? COVID hit and they stopped producing, I think even a year prior, they stopped producing any nice movies anymore. What's up? Am I getting old? Is that the reason why? Because I think like in the early 90s, late 90s, there was a lot of nice movies, but now it's like, can't find nothing. Can't find anything to watch anymore. I don't know, I'm struggling here. And now I'm just gonna go in with a black gel liner. I'm just trying to figure out where my brush is, and it has to be an angled brush. Yeah, got it. I'm basically just grabbing whatever's on my table, basically, because it seems like that's the only word that has to come out of my mouth. Why do I say so much basically? And quite frankly, in all my conversation, normally, there was no word basically. But when it comes to YouTube, basically seems to be the word. Let's see. I'm actually just gonna try also and wing it out and bring out this liner all the way. See how that goes. And also, guys, if you like this type of chit chat videos, please, 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 please let me know so I can have more of these moments with you guys. Last week I tried to record a video for you guys. I really did my best. I had even finished editing, but my camera failed me, and I actually used my phone to record and edit, so, and it's an iPhone, so oh my gosh. Woo, people, the struggle is real. The struggle is real when it comes to these things, recordings. Oh my goodness, you don't want to know. It failed me. It just locked and I couldn't unlock it, and I had to like clean it up quick, and oh, it was a lot of work. I wasn't even sure I was gonna be able to record this today at all, but I like fixing up stuff. I like laptops and fixing up phones and softwares and hardwares type of stuff, so I managed to sort it out. But I'm thinking in the near future I might just want to invest in buying a camera, and a decent camera. YouTube, you don't know what I go through. You have no idea what I go through to get these videos up there. You don't know. If you knew, you would appreciate me. And I'm doing my best so that I can get this video up by tomorrow, hopefully. So I'm just going back in with a brush, and I'm just trying to smudge that liner a bit. Just smudge it. Oh, it is a gel liner, so at least yep, smoky. And if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share, and let me know what you think. So I'm basically trying my best to concentrate and apply this glitter liner right on the crease area. Guys, what do you like doing during your spare time? I like putting on makeup during my spare time and filming for you guys. What do you guys like to do? I'm looking for some new suggestions, some new hobbies. I'm actually just reusing my old lashes here because I'm not about to waste no lashes at all. I'm not the type of girl who buys wear them once and tosses them away. We don't do that here. Nope. No. Reuse them until they're no longer usable anymore before we jump into a new pair of lashes. Is it on? Is it on? I kind of feel like it's so much easier for me to put lashes on using my fingers rather than using a tool, because I feel like it just, like the feel of it. I like to feel like it's there, like I've applied it correctly. But sometimes, no matter what you use, them lashes still lift a bit and you don't know. Then you go out somewhere and somebody's like, girl, your lashes, like, they're lifting. So embarrassing. That's if anybody even tells you. It is so embarrassing. And then underneath my eyes, I'm basically just gonna go in with some black gel liner, and I'm just gonna smoke it out at the bottom. So that's done. I'm gonna try my best and speed up this process now because I feel like I'm taking my sweet time and my battery is gonna die, and that's gonna be, yeah, and that's gonna be a different story. I had already moisturized my face prior to coming on here, so I'm just gonna jump into the foundation real quick, and we're not gonna be doing anything hectic. And I'm going in with the NYX Born to Glow foundation, and this one is in a darker shade, slightly darker shade than my complexion, and this one is in a shade called, let's see, it's Cappucino. So I'm going in with this banana powder from LA Girl, and we're just gonna give ourselves like a slight contour. Not that anybody's gonna notice because you're gonna be wearing a mask anyway. They still COVID, but just for me, I'm gonna give myself a slight quick contour.
Highlight underneath the eyes as well. Since we're not using any cream highlighter, I'm going to be using this powder for now. Quick one. Like that. Right, then a little bit on my nose area.
Guys, you know, I'm actually not much of a talker, so always running out of topic, something to say. But you guys will forgive me. This is my first time. This is the first time for everything, so y'all can bear with me. See how fast that was. Next, you're just gonna basically grab whatever's close to me. That's what I'm using. I'm not gonna go there and start looking for another. So I'm just gonna go in with this LA Girl Glam. Whew. Look at that. There's pink right here, the brightest pink we have on there. That's what we're gonna be using, but we're gonna use very little of it, and just apply it like right there. Just try not to be heavy-handed with it. Same on this side. I kind of saw that little trend that's been going on of actually applying lipstick on your cheeks. I haven't gotten up to it yet. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure about certain trends. So let that be. So now I'm gonna go in with the only highlighter that's on the palette. And I'm basically just gonna highlight my nose, just the tip of my nose. Just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. I love this palette. It's so affordable. and it's pigmented. It does the job for its price. And then I'm gonna go in with my blush powder brush. I'm gonna go in with my whatever I said before. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go in with. The same brush that I use for my blush, and I'm gonna apply highlighter on it. Oh goodness. See, I told you guys I'm not much of a talker. So some of the things just come out before I think about it. I just love them out, but who cares? As long as you guys understand what I'm saying. And then I like to highlight highlighting my cupids, the area, just like that. Boom, boom, done. Then lipstick. What do I have around here? Lipstick. I'm gonna go in with this Smudge long-lasting liquid lipstick, and this one is in a matte shade. See what I'm talking about? Dogs barking, craziness going on. Ugh. Guys, not all the time that I line my lips. I've got full humongous lips, and sometimes I don't always line them because I feel like it's not necessary at times, unless of course I want to create like an ombre look. Then yeah, like now I'm gonna go in with a dark lip color. And I feel like if you've got fuller lips, you should always try to line your lips with a darker shade than the lipstick, like a less chocolatey, brownish, black shades. Because if you line your lips with the same lip color, this is for full lips, girls. If you line your lips with the same lipstick shade that you're going with, it's just gonna make your lips appear more bigger than you already want them to be. So a darker shade just helps contour them a bit. Basically, that's why I go darker. Kind of cleaning that up a bit. So I'm gonna go in again and touch. And yeah, I know you're supposed to line your lips before you put on the lipstick, but who the hell cares, as well, as long as it works, right? For the look. And yeah, I certainly hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget subscribe, comment, like, and share, and stay tuned because I'm coming right back with the pics. So basically this is how the look turned out. I just decided to go ahead and get one of my old ways and put a headband on. Basically that's it, because I don't have nothing, I don't have time for anything else, and I cannot be avoiding my whole time. I'm not here, it's not a date, and I just have to go run some errands and basically come back home. And yeah, I just love that how the eye look turned out. It's actually my first time attempting that look, and yeah, so this is what the look turned out, the overall look. And I hope that you actually enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And if you like this chit chat videos, let me know so I can do them a whole lot more. And thank you guys for watching. Stay blessed and be on the lookout for the pics, which are gonna follow up next. And yeah, until next time, stay blessed. Bye.